Hey guys, how's it going? I got another build for you guys. It's a Barrage build, so here it is. It's pretty fun. I want to mark the guy. Absolutely hilarious. Hold on, let me pick this stuff. Alright, let me show you the one more boss. Alright, let's kill this guy real quick here. So we'll mark him, get rage up. I love it. I love it. Alright, let me show you guys what I was using. So I'm using a bone saw to get my base chance up, because you gotta use a, I think it's sword, dagger, or actually let me check here. You gotta use a sword, spear, or ranged weapon in order, well yeah, dagger, sword, spear, in order to use this skill, because I can't use maces, but I want to use a mace because it has a higher base chance. But if you equip at least a sword, spear, or dagger, you can use the move. So on my second hand I have the club, which gives me a higher base critical hit chance, so we can cap out on our super crits really easily. And of course I just use the bone saw because it's got 3% base crit on there as well. And it's actually got some decent stats on there too. They're not super great, but they're alright. So yeah, that's what you want. I mean, you can definitely do it with any other like crit base, like a 2% crit base if you want. You'll just lose a little bit. It's not like you don't exactly need the bone saw. It's just I happen to have it. Might as well make use of, you know, some of the epics. All right, then yeah, we got the club. You just want pierce damage, physical, crit chance if you can. Armor, same as my ranger gear, just vigor or any kind of other. They fixed stats now, so you can just get vigor and like might or whatever, agility. Crit chance on shoulders, head, just energy. The cool thing about this, you don't even need energy really. Just get, well, you don't need energy reserved on this build or regeneration. All you need is just energy basically. Boots, just get movement speed, try resistance, get physical damage on your gloves, and then rings, you want to get pierce and physical and crit chance and probably energy, but you don't, energy is not really necessary. But same thing on the other ring. And for our necklace, kind of need this because that way you don't have to worry about energy. And the cool thing about having the moon claw is, since we have, I think we're doing what was it, 5, we're doing 8 attacks in one move. So when I spend that that 80 energy, all those moves are counting, and we're always critting. So every time we crit, we're gonna get 5% of our maximum energy. By the time I'm done with all 8 of those hits, I've already attained more than enough energy to spam this skill. So you can spam the skill as much as you want, as long as you're hitting your target, of course. If you're missing, then you're not regenerating anything back. Well, that's the cool part about this. Alright, so that's about it for that. So let's go into stats. I just went all in the might and a little bit in agility. Doesn't really matter. And then for our masteries, I'll just start off with rogue. Actually, no, I'll start off with warfare because our main skill's on here. This is a later skill that you get. It's called Barrage. This is our main skill, and I wouldn't really recommend. I would recommend one of my other builds before doing this. My trick shot rogue or something like this before you commit to doing this build, because you gotta go all the way to Barrage, and you can't start off with Barrage. This is kind of like later on, so I would recommend my other builds, and then probably switching to this. But this is what you want, and this is what makes it work. You want Extended Barrage, you get 3 additional attacks. We get crit chance, You can actually probably take off a point of this once you get a little bit more crit chance in your gear, because once you do your dodge and everything else and your vanish and stuff, you'll definitely be capped. But as long as you're at 200%, you're good. You're doing super crits, great damage. And then we want consume flow. This is really great for burst damage, and we get flow from our vanish, and I'll talk about vanish later on. And then we get ramp up, which is nice because every time we hit, we get a increase in damage, which is pretty cool. So I'll even show you what it kind of looks like. So we're at what is it, 1,224. If we use our skill, it kind of like goes up and then it goes down because like, oh wait, it's not even doing it anymore. Oh, there it goes. It went down. It's weird. Like it ramps up and ramps down. It's kind of strange. But yeah, get ramp up, consume flow. You can mix these both up as however you want. So let's go into this battlefield awareness. Just get vitality, conservation. You can actually probably, I would say put in some of those. Leave conservation alone because you want to at least have 80 energy to use. But once you can use the skill, you can sustain it pretty easily. But it's up to you guys. Stomp. This is just gonna generate some rage for us for some more damage. Then we have frail, minus damage, and then we follow it up with more damage. You basically want to use this right after dodge so you can capitalize on all the damage. You only get 1 second opportunity for lots of burst damage. Then go into battle rage. Get more damage when we get our rage from our stomp. Get martial experts, 6 in the weapon proficiency. Let's go into the rogue. This is how we get to most of our damage. We want to get a lot of accuracy, 12 accuracy, 8 death hands, anatomy, 8 into that, taste for blood, 8 into that, 12, and then 12 on this. Because we're marking enemies, and when you mark an enemy, we weaken them a little bit too as well. And I'll talk about vanish. So this is how we get our flow. Whenever you use vanish, we get flow, and then we spend our flow when we go into our warfare. See how it says consume flow. So when we vanish, we consume our flow when we use our skill, and we'll get 150% more damage. And I think this only lasts for like 2.4 seconds or something like that. So not much of a window on this, but yeah. But it's 150% damage for quite a little bit. 2.5 seconds is quite a lot. Let's go back into rogue. So yeah, that's how we get our flow. You want a little bit of lifesteal, which feels really nice. You can probably tank anything. If you have the health pool to sustain at least 1 hit, you'll survive if you just keep attacking. The lifesteal is really great. Then go into deadly strikes for preparation. 2 in a honing blade, a little bit of crit. Once you get more crit chance on your weapons and gear and stuff like that, you could probably take this off and, well, actually probably just leave it in because you're getting a little bit of a multiplier right there. And then of course we got mark with weaken, and I think that's it. That is the whole build. It's pretty fun.